biddies, what is up? My name is Jared from Jaridgaming, and today we are going to be building the house that you guys just saw. But if you guys would like to know how to build another house before we begin, it is a mansion. I'm going to be doing a series on this new type of style of medieval like you just saw now, right before this, but we're going to show you guys an old style I used to do, and it's a mansion, just happened to be a mansion. And I'm going to do like our 360 show off of that. And I want you guys to, if you guys like it, there will be a link to it in the description. You guys can go ahead and check that out. So I'm going to start to play that footage now, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back, and we're going to start to build the very first house that you guys saw, and let's get started. So you guys are going to need some spruce wood, some cobblestone, some stone stairs, which is cobblestone stairs, spruce fence post, glass panes, white wool, hay bales, and oak planks. Okay, so if you guys would like to go ahead and build this on my server, I have a PC server that you guys can come and build with me on, and there is an IP in the comment section and in the description so you guys can join the server. It is a PC server 1.8. It does not support cracked Minecraft, but yes, I would love for you guys to get on and show me some of your guys' medieval builds. But we're going to start now. So basically what I would like you guys to do is we're going to place one spruce log right here. We're then going to place three of the spruce wood cobblestone, and then one spruce wood, and then we're going to skip 3 like so, and then you can just fill that in with more cobblestone so it looks like this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip 3 here, skip 3 again, turn, skip 3, and skip 3, and I'm going to fly up so you guys can see. We're going to go ahead and place down the cobblestone like so. We're going to go ahead and extend this by another one. I want to make this one a little bit more noticeable of an L. There we are. I want to go ahead and skip 3 here, skip 3 here. Oop, that's 4. 3. Go ahead and place our cobblestone in. We're just building the layout of the frame right now. We're going to go ahead and skip 3, skip 3, skip 3, skip 3, skip 3, and it should line up with this one right here. If you guys turn, just continue to skip 3 every single time. Actually, that was a 4. Oh, sorry. And there's 3. So there should be 3 block gap between all of them. I'm going to go ahead and fill these gaps in with cobblestone, and then I'll fly up so you guys can see the layout. Okay, let me fly up now. There you guys go. Now you guys can see the layout of the build. This is the front of the build, if you guys did not know that before. So make sure that if you guys are not have this the way you want, make sure you guys go ahead and fix that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these posts to, let's do 4 blocks high. So let me do that. I think I can reach. Yep, you can reach if you just have it just right. You can just go ahead and make each of these posts 4 blocks high. Okay, now that we have that done, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and fill this cobblestone in up to 3 blocks high. So we're only filling it up to 3, and I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay, so we only have a little bit more to go. Oh, there we are. Okay, now what I want you guys to do is go ahead and place side logs like so, all the way on top of the cobblestone. All the way around the entire build. And the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to delete the center of the side logs all the way around as well. And then we'll go back and we'll re-add it, and I'll show you guys what we're going to do when we do re-add it. We're going to add a little bit extra decoration to this. It's important to decorate your medieval builds to look really nice, because everyone likes really nice looking medieval builds. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and place it so if it will go. Okay, so I guess what the easiest way to do is just go ahead and I'm going to use white wool, white wool, and I'm just going to go outline the inside of this because it's not really doing what I want. So we're going to have to do an outline. It might do it on PC, but I don't know if it'll do it on... It's not doing it on Xbox 360. I don't know what other consoles it will do it on, but if you guys don't know what I'm trying to do, then you guys will notice in a second. Okay. Oop, only a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is have this blocks like this. That's what I was trying to do, but it just would not work for me. I don't know why. It used to work, but now it's, I guess they did a new update where now you have to have something to place it on. Okay, we did it all, so I'm going to go ahead and delete the insert. If you guys do not have any of this done, make sure you guys pause the video periodically to make sure that you guys have a higher success rate of completing it. Especially if I'm moving a little bit too fast for your liking, make sure that you guys do pause the video so that way you guys are right on the spot. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have one block here, one block here. We're going to go ahead and have one block here and one block here. One block here, and here, and here. So if you guys don't know, each of these blocks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks apart. So they're strategically placed, so that between these two blocks it's 5 blocks. Between this block and that block it's 5. That block and that block it's 5. That block and that block it's 5. So they're all 5 blocks apart. What we're going to go ahead and do is go like that again. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring it 2 blocks high this time. So it kind of goes up a little bit more. So let's go ahead and add that all the way around. Oop, did not mean not in that spot. Make sure you guys delete the little hole, so you guys are going to just work on that like this. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and delete that there. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and delete that there. I'm going to come over here. 1, 2, 3. Oop. 3, delete this there, 1, 2, 3, oh man, and delete that there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing like so, and just remove all this here, and I'm going to have this 2 blocks high again, or you guys could just do it like that. That's probably easier instead of, you know, building all the way up, but just make sure you guys remember to break that block on the side. Because if you don't, then it might come out a little... that doesn't work. It might come out a little bit weird. And it's very important how we have it set up. If you guys would like to do a different roof design, then you guys are more than welcome to. But I would, if you guys don't know how to do it, then I would just stick with mine. So that way yours turns out, the patterns turn out right. Because if you mess up, then it could mess up the whole second story of the build. But... again, if you guys are like, you know, moderate good builders, then I would say, you know, try to mess around with it, but that's totally up to you guys. Or you guys could just do it this way and learn a new style. What we're going to go ahead and do is add a block here. We're going to go ahead and add a block here, here, and then go up, and we're going to delete this here like so. and it'll have it just like that. So add a block here, here, and here. Just delete these two on the side. Oop, not like that. Like that. Oop. Man, I am just glitching all over the place. I don't know why. Xbox 360 has really gotten messed up ever since the new update. It's just made it really buggy. Okay, so there we are. We're going to go ahead and get our white wool and add that in right here on the bottom. Okay, now that it's added in on the bottom, we're going to place one block here, one here, and one there. So that way it leaves a 2-block high window like so. And it's not my capture card glitching, if you guys see that. This is actual gameplay, like just glitching out all over the place. I don't know why. Like I go to sprint and it like skips frames. It's being really bad ever since the new update. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is add glass panes into these holes right here. There we go. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is get hay bales. And some people might be like, oh, hay bales will burn when they're struck by lightning. That is not true. Hay bales do not burn when struck by lightning. Because, you know, rain obviously puts them out. But make sure that your guys' lines are like mine. If you guys do it like that, then it'll turn horizontal. So make sure that they're this way. And how you do that is you have to like place a block like that when you have an overhang. So that way it works. So I'm going to go ahead and do the overhangs but first, to make it a little bit easier on me, I find that doing the overhangs first will be easier. Oh, and I got to turn. So basically, oh yeah, no, I'm good. I thought I messed up for a second because of how they work. Okay, so like this and there. So now all my things are done, oh, except for the very, very top. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and actually do that to all of them. Just make it a little bit easier on myself so I don't have to do it later on. There is a lot of steps for this, I would say. Like a lot of preparation to do this build. And that's what most is time consuming because there's little tiny details that just have to be done to make it look really nice. And I did hay bales, if you guys are wondering, for a main reason of that they're just so abundant. They're easy to get, you know, like this would be perfect if it was a farmhouse because obviously you're growing hay. And that would be good for you guys because, you know, hay is very easy to get. So, you know, hay bales would be an obvious source of a building material for a farmer. So if you guys are a farmer on a survival server or something like that, this would definitely be a house to use. Just because of how easy these materials are to get as a farmer. I mean, wool, you might have some sheep laying around, so, you know, that helps. Okay, so now that I have it all done, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to go ahead and, ooh, it's not doing it the way I want. I'm actually going to have to create a fake frame for the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'll do white wool like so. You guys can use dirt if you guys are in survival. Dirt would be easier to remove than the wool. And then once I go ahead and do this, I could just remove the white wool as a frame. I mean, I guess you guys don't really have to do this. I'm just trying to be really nitpicky due to the fact that I want to keep all my lines straight. So that's just me. And then once I do this, we're going to double it up like so. And then right here. Then I got to create another fake frame. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the hay blocks down. Tell you what, this house is going to be very beautiful, and you guys already know what it looks like because you guys saw how it was in the very beginning. So it's going to look really nice when it's all done. I don't even know what it looks like. I always freestyle my builds, but you guys obviously know what it looks like because in the very beginning I showed you guys what it looks like. We're going to go ahead and add another thing right here. And we're just going to go ahead and add the little things here. Let's go ahead and delete the framework. Man, the house is really starting to come together. I really like it. Oh, let me fix that. There we are. I'm going to go ahead and double up my hay. Look, there's a horse. He's like, hey, give me some of that. I'm hungry. Give me some of that hay. Just take a little bit off the top. They'll never notice. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue with the hay. This one on the top, I don't know. I might do 1 block on the top. Actually, I'm going to do 2. Let's do 2 blocks on the top, because I think having it at 1 will look weird. I'll take a step back and see what it looks like in a second, but I think 1 block will just look weird. Yeah, let's do 2. I like the little red. The little red looks nice. There we go. Okay, what I'm going to do is we can actually add a little bit of a frame here. We got to create a little fake frame right here and a little fake frame there. Add that in right there and up to here. And let's go ahead and remove this white wool. Let's just work on this little corner piece since it's so easy and just have it going. Then like that. And if you guys don't have any of this, make sure you guys pause the video here. I'm just going to stop. I probably should have stopped on the other part. Okay, so we're going to continue. Make sure you guys do periodic pauses just to be safe and double check your work. You know, it's always good to, like, you know, double check and look over it and fly over and be like, okay, yes, I did good, or no, I actually messed up over here before you get the whole roof done, and then you're like, oh, dang, I made a big mistake. Okay, let's go ahead and add this in right here, and there we go. So we have that little corner section done. Let me get inside the house over here. Delete that there. Okay. Let me go ahead and create a fake frame on the back side of this wall right here. Oh, did not. There we go. This one is going to be 2 blocks high as well. Oh, did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go down here and just delete the fake frame. All I'm doing is doing this little pieces here first. Make it a little bit easier on myself, I guess. Oh, did not mean to do that. There we are. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue to do the roof right here. And all I'm doing is doing on the back side of the old one, and that should piece it together just right. There we are. And then I'm going to continue to keep going. And then this will be the last part of this house over here. And then we have one more section, and then we are done with the roof. It's probably going to take you guys like 10 or 12 haystacks if you guys are in survival, which I recommend not to do in survival. There we are. Okay, so let's go ahead and start over on this one. Just drag this here. Bam. Then we have to place a block here and place a block there, and then we're done on that. I'm going to go ahead and just get these set up. That way they're good to go. And then let's go ahead and go on the back side right here. Just continue to go, and this one's going to be 2 blocks high. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove the framework right here. Whoop. Then I'm going to start the new framework, and I'm just going to keep doing that until it's done. We only have one more to do after this. So, sorry if it's seems like it takes forever, but you got to be very precise with things like this. There you go. Oh man, I deleted one. I think I could just place it upside down and it'll work. Yep, it did. There. And then we got to place it on the back side of this one here, and then we are done. We'll actually have to go in the house and delete this framework, but we'll do that in a second. Okay, so now the roof is done. That is the hardest part. So if you guys are looking at the front of the build like this, then right here is where the front door is, and I want you guys to delete all that and come inside and delete all the grass. Once you guys get all that grass out, pick your guys' flooring and go ahead and insert your guys' flooring. I'm going to go ahead and use oak wood planks. I think oak wood planks would go really good with this. A light contrast with the dark spruce supports and the cobblestone. So I think that oak will really make it be bright in here once we add some torches for lighting. Which I should do right after I dig out all this grass. So I'll do that right after I dig out the grass, before I put in the flooring, so that way you guys can see a little bit better, because it is a little bit dark in here. Okay. There we are. I'm going to go ahead and place the lights on each of these supports. So as you guys can see how it's like right in the center of where the side supports and the frontward, the verticals and the horizontal supports meet up. I'm going to continue to just do that, keep the pattern going. When is there a cow in here? When did you get in? Get out of here. Get out. No, no, no cows. He's like, I'm trying. He did get out too. That's funny. I've never had a cow do that. Like, he ran right for that door. I've never had an animal do that. That is hilarious. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the oak. Again, you guys can go with anything that you guys would like. It's totally up to you guys. You guys can also build a basement to the house. I'm on super flat, so obviously I can't build a basement to this house, but you know, you guys could if you guys wanted to. Okay, we only have 3 more rows to go right after this, and then the inside of the house is done, and we can work on the first floor decorations to make the house look a lot more appealing, because right now we just have the framework of the house, and it's a shelter, basically. That's all you guys, a nice little shelter, and, you know, there's nothing else really to it. So what we're going to do is right in the center of these cobblestone, we're just going to break that 1 block right there on every single one, except for the door one, obviously, because it's going to be a door. The rest of these are going to be windows, so we're just going to bust these out right here. There we go. Okay guys, so this is going to be the end of part 1. Make sure you guys tune back in for part 2. This is a 2-part series since the house is so big. There's a lot of details that goes into this house. Again guys, make sure you guys check out my server. The server IP address is in the description and it's in the comment section, so make sure that you guys do that. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are all awesome. Bye guys.